And then also, if you have any friends or classmates, or if you yourself want to be able to go back and see today's presentation from our presenter today, you definitely can do so. It is always available for playback on our YouTube channel. We will put that in the chat so that way you all will have access to it. So any presentation that you see happening during this week during Eagle Chats will always be available for playback on the YouTube channel for Student Life. So always can access those good resource information. All right, we got about 2 more minutes, guys, and we will get started. So kind of just hang out with us. Hey, Shannon, it's not going to actually allow you to unmute yourself. You actually can ask the questions in the chat down at the bottom. This session doesn't allow for you to unmute yourselves or take your turn your camera on. So if you have questions, definitely put them in the chat, and then we'll definitely be able to ask them. All right, Eagles, we're going to go ahead and get started today. And as people flow on in, we'll have them. So I just want to let you know, I am Ashley Rhodes Watkins. I'm the Student Life Coordinator for the Northeast College and your host today for our Eagle Chat featuring our tutoring services. So I'm going to just introduce our guest speaker today and our resource expert in this arena. Today we have Ms. Amanda Guerrero. She is our Director of Instructional Support and Tutoring Services. She is here to tell you about all the latest and greatest in regards to the resources that are going to help you this semester be successful at HCC as an HCC Eagle. So I'm going to hand it over to Ms. Amanda to give you all that expertise in the areas of tutoring services.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley. I'm just delighted to be here and to be talking to our student life and all of our students who have started this semester. First and foremost, congratulations and thank you for choosing HCC to either begin or continue your educational journey. We are excited to have you. And I know that we're getting started mostly with virtual classes, and so that may have changed from what you initially registered for. But nonetheless, we have all the resources available to help and make sure that you guys are successful. And I just couldn't be more tickled that I was invited to talk with you guys early in the semester, because one of the most important keys to being successful in college is just to be really familiar with your resources, understand how and when to access them. And so we are talking about tutoring services today, and we are your partners in student academic success. I am Amanda Guerrero. I'm the Director for Instructional Support, and basically I oversee all of the activities at our academic success centers. So our goal today is to introduce you guys to tutoring services and also talk a little bit about how we can connect with you to establish a partnership to help in supporting your success in a very intentional way. So some information that you guys may or may not be aware of is that there's a lot of studies that HCC does with regards to student success rates, because we are genuinely wanting to make sure that our students are set up on a path to success at the very beginning. And so this was information that we shared in one of our previous board presentations. You can see from this graphical display that the students who come in and receive tutoring services, they're the ones that are in gold on the bar chart here. They tend to receive higher success rates, meaning A, B's, and C's, than students in the same courses who did not receive or come for tutoring at all. Another thing that we really like to talk about with our students is that our students who come in earlier and more frequently in the semester tend to have higher success rates than those who do not. So this is some information that talks a little bit about tutoring's overall effectiveness. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about our Academic Success Center, so you know who we are and what we're about and how you can connect with us. So we do offer free and real-time video conference tutoring through Microsoft Teams. We also offer in-person tutoring to our students at 12 of our Academic Success Centers, which are on our campuses. We do have a call center where it's really simple. If you know that you're at home and you need some help, or you're struggling with an assignment, whatever have you, just simply call 713-718-8184. I encourage you to write that number down, or better yet, so you don't lose your paper, take a picture of this particular screen with your cell phone, and you'll always have that picture inside of your photos. But call our call center, and our call center representatives will help you if you need help installing Microsoft Teams, or if you just want to go ahead and, if you're familiar with that format or that platform, if you want to go ahead and schedule an appointment to meet with a tutor. And they can schedule you for both virtual and in-person appointments. So we do have faculty tutors as well as peer tutors who are available to help in a lot of different subjects. Some of the more frequently used subjects are English, math, biology, physics, chemistry, accounting, Spanish. English is a second language in many of our workforce programs. However, we're not limited to this. So at the very bottom of the screen, you'll see here that there's a link. It's the tutoring schedules, hccs.edu/find a tutor. Probably one of the most important links that we have, because if you were to go on to the Find a Tutor link, I'm going to take you here. It asks you, I want real-time tutoring. Click here for in-person and virtual schedules, or call that same telephone number I just shared with you. So if you click on that and you say, you know what, I don't want to drill down by college. I actually just want to see all of the tutoring that you have that's available in English, and you hit search, you will see the complete display of the college, the campus location, the subject, the room number, and the hours, as well as our start and end dates for the semester of all the tutoring that we offer in that particular subject. And at the bottom, of course, you'll see the virtual academic success centers. Now, when students use this page, they may see multiple pages. Let's say that instead of going by subject, you decided you wanted to check the tutoring schedules over at the Northwest College, and you hit search. Well, you can see all these different subjects that we offer: accounting, art history, behavioral statistics, business and finance, chemistry, and I just got to the C's. You can see if you keep scrolling down that there's many more than just 25 records. There are some arrows at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. You would want to click over to the next arrow to see the second page of data, and that would give you the complete offerings for tutoring at the Northwest College. So again, that's hccs.edu/find a tutor, and it is one of the most important pages that we can share with you. So again, we encourage our students to get help early and often. There are 3 ways that you can receive tutoring at HCC. If you want synchronous tutoring, which means it's real time, like we're talking now, We do video conference tutoring through our virtual academic success centers. Again, you just call that telephone number and we'll get you set up. We've actually altered the hours just a little bit from what you see here on Monday. Oh, actually, no, this is accurate. Monday and Thursday, we're available from 8 in the morning until 8 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're available from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. So if you see that end time being either 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, you probably want to go back an hour earlier than that when you call in. So at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, we would be taking our last appointments for that day unless you're willing to wait until the next day for assistance. We're also open Fridays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then Saturdays 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Option 2 for in-person one-on-one tutoring, you can use our physical academic success centers. You can call the same telephone number or stop by. Our hours and subjects vary by location, and I just showed you how to use that Find a Tutor link, so hopefully that was very helpful to you. And we have a third option for tutoring, and this is for asynchronous tutoring. You may have heard the term upswing or seen something related to upswing on either your course syllabus or even when you're in your Canvas shell. If you click on help, all the tutoring information is also there. Upswing is a unit of tutoring within our system, and they are all faculty tutors who are there to review assignments that you submit. So if you submit an assignment, generally a faculty tutor will get feedback to you within 18 to 24 hours. They are managed by a different department that reports up through our online college, and Mr. Alex Kanakis is the interim manager for online tutoring. And so those are your three options. So video conference tutoring, in-person tutoring, or paper submission or assignment submission through Upswing. So I'd like to share with you just a general overview of, this was an actual video that one of our Digicom tutors put together for us. I'd like to share that with you. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds, real quick and brief here. It's on our website.
Tutoring Services is committed to preparing, supporting, and empowering our students through customized learning strategies. Beginning March 30th, 2020, real-time tutoring will be available for students through video conferencing via Microsoft Teams. Call 713-718-8184 to schedule an appointment to virtually meet with a tutor or help in the installation and setup of Microsoft Teams, which is accessible to students when they log into their Microsoft 365 HCC email. We have faculty tutors, peer tutors, and lab assistants who are available to help with English and writing subjects, all level of mathematics, many of our science courses, accounting, and business-related areas, language arts like Spanish, French, and many of our specialized programs like interior design, digital communications, manufacturing logistics, computer science, and much more. We will be available for appointments Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information and for resources, please visit www.hccs.edu/tutoring.
Okay, so that information was really cool. We love the work that our Digicom tutor did on that video. What I will say is that the hours of operations that were listed were a little bit different than what I told you here. That is because we decided on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to extend our offerings until 10 o'clock p.m. So outside of that, everything was pretty much on point. So oftentimes students and faculty may have questions about, well, what can tutors help me with and what can tutors not help me with? And so I think it's important to understand that. So our English or writing tutors, what they can do is they can make notes and comments throughout your paper to help you know what needs to be improved upon or potentially corrected, how to make those necessary changes. They'll definitely point you in directions of various resources that can help as well. They'll ask you questions to help you think through your ideas, provide you with various resources to become a better reader or writer. What our English tutors don't do, they don't grade your work. They don't correct your work. They don't edit your work and they don't do your work. They also don't give you the topic ideas for your work, but again, they can help you brainstorm to figure out what you would like to write about. It's helpful if you come prepared to your tutoring session with your course syllabus and whatever work you've done on the assignment in advance so that the tutor can review both the syllabus and your assignment with you to ensure that you're on point. Our math and science tutors, they're really great about helping you see where you became lost on a problem. They can explain concepts about what you might be confused about and solve similar type problems. Then you can turn around and apply that those those steps to your actual assignments and your work so that you can progress forward. Keep in mind we have to ensure that we uphold the utmost with academic integrity, which is why anytime you have, say, like a lockdown browser for an online quiz or a test, our math and science tutors are unable to help with quizzes and tests. They also cannot grade your work. But again, they will help you with concepts or solve similar type problems to what they know that you're being graded on based on your screen share and such. Our content tutors, very much like our English tutors, they ask you questions to help you think through your ideas, explain concepts, provide you with resources for the content. And again, they don't do your work or tell you what to write. These do's and don'ts are posted on our website. So if you ever have any questions about what the tutors are able to do and unable to do, it's listed there. So how to connect with us. If you've not already downloaded the HCC mobile app, I do encourage you to do so. We do have a link on the mobile app for tutoring. It says find a tutor, or it might have two people, it's purple, looking at one another. And then also the Find a Tutor link, hccs.edu/find a tutor, our tutoring website, pretty generic, hccs.edu tutoring, and then online tutoring through Upswing. This is the link for that as well. You may want to take a picture of the screen because you have all of the most important links listed here. I'll give you a second to do that if you're trying to get to your mobile phones. Okay, so at the end of your tutoring session, and even in your Outlook invite for your tutoring session, you should be provided with a link to provide us feedback. We strongly encourage you to do this. It's not mandatory that you provide feedback, but we do gather responses and work on things that our students say. If there's areas of opportunity, we take those into consideration and definitely are very serious about the work that we do. What I will say is that students tend to really enjoy the services that we provide. And I say that because our last time that we gathered our responses, we had over 1,200 responses from students who voluntarily filled out the survey. 97.6% of the respondents felt better prepared to succeed in the courses that they were tutored in because of the tutoring services received. And 85% of the respondents rated their tutoring experience as outstanding. If you gathered great into outstanding, it would have popped up to the high 90s as well. 98% of respondents felt that the tutor either met or exceeded their expectations in being prepared for the session. 94% of our students felt that the tutor always communicates concepts and ideas clearly. And 92.5% of respondents believe that the tutor is always knowledgeable and understands the topic that he or she is tutoring. Now, these are really high percentages, but considering that over 1,200 responses, this is pretty significant. So something else that we're doing, we started this in the spring semester and we're really growing it now, is we are starting a series of workshops that are outside of like one-on-one tutoring. And this is what we are calling your recipe for success. So we've created an independent web page. It's hccs.edu/ASC for Academic Success Center -workshops. And through this link right here, you'll be able to see our schedule of workshops. So we have some in September, October, November, and December. If you maximize September, you have a link to register for the various workshops. So we're offering one tomorrow. It's called How to Bounce Back, and it gives you a little description. So if you've either lost your motivation or wondering how you're going to deal with stressful times during certain situations, we want to take a look at resilience and how you can build characteristics of resilience. A lot of individuals have math anxiety, so we have a workshop that we're offering about how to win at math, and the first one will be offered on September 8th, and the times are typically going to be 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. We have another one in communication skills for success. We hear a lot of times the communication skills between student and professor definitely is something that could be, could be more effective for some individuals and not so much for others. So effective note-taking methods. I don't know if you've ever been taught how to properly take notes, but this is a great presentation if you feel like you can improve your skills on how to take notes effectively. Balancing act. So you've got lots of things now that you've graduated high school. Maybe you've got, you're obviously you're schooling, and then some folks are getting jobs, and you have your family things that you've got going on at home. And how do you balance everything? How do you find ways to conserve your time or avoid procrastination? And so these are some of the things that we talk about with balancing act. And then towards midterms, we're offering a test taking strategies workshop. We offer a lot of the same workshops here in October, so another set, and then November and December you're going to see getting closer to finals. We've got test taking strategies and how to neutralize test anxiety. That's a pretty big one for our students who are just embarking upon finals. So please do visit that site. Again, it's if you were just to go to https://www.hccs.edu/ASC workshops. It should take you right here. All right. The link is also here if you wanted to take a screenshot of that and play around with that later. All right, so this is our general flyer that we typically distribute, and I'll be happy to provide both Ashley and Dominique with this flyer so that she can share it with they can share it with all the attendees or post it to the site where they typically post these types of things. But this is just our basic how to get into contact with us and what we're about kind of flyer. And that is pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I hope I was able to give you a good introduction on tutoring services and how to connect with us, and hopefully the value that we can add to your educational experience, especially because we are so passionate about your success and wanting to partner with you. Do we have any questions?
We do. Thank you so much, Amanda, for all that great information. And I know you may have mentioned this before, but we just want to kind of ask it again. We do have a question. What a student wants to know, do you need an appointment for in-person tutoring?
That's a great question. And the answer is no. You can walk into one of our academic success centers, and the lab assistant, who is typically at the front desk, they're also handling virtual calls. They will ask you a couple of questions if you don't already have an appointment scheduled, and they can fit you into the schedule. Now, you will be given an Outlook meeting invite, and we will schedule that on the tutor schedule, but that's primarily because the tutors who are working even in person on campus are also handling virtual appointments at the same time, and so we don't want to double book them. So they want to designate that time for you, but you can walk in and get that appointment scheduled immediately.
Perfect. And we have another student who wants to know, can we get help on IT courses like computer labs?
Yes, we do have quite a bit of computer science related tutoring. If you're on our main website here, we've got our options that I just went over with you listed out here, right? And I mentioned the Find a Tutor link. Well, that's listed in here as well. If you're wanting to know tutoring for specific subjects, let's just say you were talking about IT courses. So I'm going to look for computer science or computer networking tutoring. And you can see I didn't specify the location. So it's going to pull up all of the computer science tutoring that we are offering at all of our campuses and virtually. And we try to differentiate through subject. Let's say this particular schedule might be, it's at our Northline campus. You can see the specific areas: CPMT, IMIT, POFI, CETT. That might sound like a lot of jargon for a lot of individuals who are not computer science or IT related individuals, but if you are, then you know that these are the specific topics that are covered in person at these times. And so on and so forth. If you come down here for video conference tutoring, there's a lot of options here. And this is Python, SQL, Microsoft Office, and BCIS, C++, Java, Oracle, and so on and so forth. You want to check the schedule to make sure that you know the times for the specific classes and subjects where you need tutoring.
Okay, we also have another question. A student wanted to know, and they're already starting to work on paper. So a student is wanting to know, and if you can maybe just direct her, like what department it would be she would need tutoring for. She has a philosophy paper that is due, but she needs to know the difference between MLA and APA format. So would that be going to an English tutor or for her
Mhm.
philosophy tutor?
No, that's a great question, actually, and we get that question pretty frequently. All of our English and writing tutors can help with any subject. It doesn't have to be an English or writing course. It's all writing assignments, and we try to put that out here. You see here under Eastside, English tutors assist with all assignments written in English regardless of subject matter discipline. We put that here on the Find a Tutor link as well. So philosophy, that's a common subject. You can pretty much come, and we try to schedule because English and math make up about 90 to 92% of all tutoring that we do. We make sure that we have an English or writing tutor scheduled from when we open to close, both virtually and it's in person. It's a little different just because it's based upon what schedules we're able to establish with the tutors, and also if the tutors pass the pre-screening and things like that. We're noticing there's some instances where folks may not be able to be there in person all the time, but we're trying our best to be there, and that's just for any reason, like if a student were to be missing class or whatever have you. It's the same concept.
Okay, and so find a tutor, and that link they can just actually
Mhm.
go to you all's web page on the HTC.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Mhm.
okay,
If you go
and is it
hccs.edu/tutoring, pretty simple,
okay?
right? hccs.edu/tutoring, it'll bring you here. And then the Find a Tutor link's like right here at the top of the page. We've probably embedded it in here about 5 or 6 different ways to ensure that students are getting to the schedules easily. At the bottom, there's another link down here for tutoring schedules. If you're at the main site and you say, I am a current student here, it takes you to your My Eagle landing page, and voila, the purple link right here, Find a Tutor, it takes you straight into the site there as well.
Perfect. I also just placed it in the chat too, the
Thank you.
find a tutor link. I just placed it in the chat for students if you want to copy that link and just to have it handy. But yeah, you guys have it everywhere. They can kind of find it a little bit here and there within the website. We do have another question. What is the HCC mobile app? Is it a mobile app that students can access to find a tutor as well? Or do they just put in the actual HCCS EDU find a tutor?
They could do both, and so we do have. It's been a quick minute since I visited the mobile app myself, but we do have. Let me see if I need an update on it. Sometimes that's a requirement here. There you go. It's so the mobile app pulls you up onto the My Eagle landing page. You see that here,
Mm-hmm.
and the mobile app is just. I think you just go to your app store and you look up um, Houston Community College or HCC My Eagle, and then you can download the app. But the Find a Tutor link is right there in purple. I just scrolled down
Perfect.
just a little bit, so it's
So
also
it's
right there.
easy
Yeah,
peasy.
our goal is if a student is on campus and they want to check the tutoring schedule from their cell phone, they can just easily tap into it and find it.
This is perfect. This is perfect. Guys, do you have any more questions? Place them in the chat. We have Miss Amanda here. So if you have questions, go ahead and place them in the chat. And I know that when you pulled up the website, I noticed that you also had it listed where they can actually come into the tutoring centers on each of those campuses to find it. And you said, can you give me those hours again of when they're available on campus?
Sure. Well, yes, it varies by location. That's why we have everybody check the Find a Tutor site. But if you just go hccs.edu/tutoring, Once you log into here, it says fall in-person hours begin. So we give you the dates there. There's the schedule. There's the video we talked about. If you want for in-person tutoring, we have the name of the campus, the building, and the numbers, the room numbers listed here. But you do need to go in and check the specific schedules to find out. Let's just say you want to see all the tutoring that's happening at Northeast. You would hit Northeast. If you know your subject and you want to find a specific subject, type in math or whatever have you and search. And then that will give you the hours that we would have that subject available for you.
Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. Guys, do we have any more questions? All right, I don't think we have any more, Miss Amanda. Miss Amanda, I want to thank you so much for coming on and just giving a wealth of knowledge to our students.
Well,
Being
thank you,
available to
friend.
them.
Yeah.
It is absolutely wonderful, you know, how students can stay connected to us here at HTC, whether it be virtual or coming in person for tutoring. You definitely have set it up for their success here at HTC, and we thank you so very much for that.
Oh, thank you for having us. It's always fun to talk with our students and with our student life individuals at the beginning of the semester. You guys keep in contact with us. Know that we're here for you.
Thank you guys so very, very much. So HTC Eagles, I want to just let you guys know that we have a few more of our Eagle Chats coming up. Tomorrow, we're actually going to be having our Eagle Chat for library services. And there's so much wealth of knowledge that's going to be coming up with that, that you guys will have access to and be able to ask our library services, because they actually are on campus as well as virtual. So they'll definitely be able to help you out and answer any questions that you may have about library services. That is tomorrow at 12 o'clock here on Cisco WebEx. I'll be hosting again, so you'll see my face again. But before you go, I just want to give a few highlights for student life. So if you guys are attending our events, do you know that you can get points to get free swag items? If you see here on our screen, you can visit hccs.presence.io/points. You'll be able to receive points for coming to our events and getting free t-shirts, free cups, free umbrellas, free movie tickets. There's plenty of items that we are giving away free. Even though we are seeing you virtually, we still got the good stuff to give to you from student life. So we also want you to stay connected with us. You can stay connected through Instagram as well as Facebook by visiting at the HTC Student Life, and then also by coming to Eagle Experience, and that is how you access hccs.presence.io, and you can stay connected with us with student life and student organization. So I'm Ashley Rhodes Watkins. I'm the student life porter for the Northeast College. I am here for you guys, and we shall see you tomorrow for library services. Oh, also, this will be available for playback within 48 hours on the Student Life YouTube channel. See y'all tomorrow.